Hi guys, it's been a minute since I posted a video, and oh my gosh, so much has happened in my world that I don't even know where to start. But I wanted to talk about something that I recently just learned myself and want to talk to you guys about rollover religion. And so I say that because I've been reading about the children of Israel coming out of the wilderness and the experience that they had when they were leaving Egypt and crossing over the Red Sea. And it's kind of interesting to me that if you read back about the children of Israel, none of those children were able to see the promised land. So, except for Joshua. So even Moses didn't even get to see what he was taking the children of Israel to the promised land. But it's interesting to me, I find that to be interesting because that means that the second generation are the actual people that got to witness the actual promised land. So these are the children of the original people that left Egypt during that story. And so I was trying to figure out, and I asked God, like, why did you, first of all, a lot of questions. First question was, why is it that generation did not get a chance to see the promised land? And the answer to that question, I think, is because they never were able to change and head into the new direction that God was taking them in. They had a lot of traditions and things that they just couldn't let go of, and God couldn't allow that to go in their new season. That's number one. But I bring up rollover religion because in the book of Joshua, this next generation, these children of the previous, they did not see the Red Sea get split. You know, they weren't around when Moses split the Red Sea and everyone walked through on dry land. So it was interesting to me that in the book of Joshua that the waters were parted again. Not the same body of water, of course, and not in the same way, but it was done again. And I was trying to figure out, God, why did you split the waters again and let this generation of children also walk through on dry land? And I think the reason that this happened is because I think that God wanted this second generation to see him work in their lives too. So that's where we get to the topic of rollover religion. Sometimes God has to show you that he is who he is. And I know for me personally, I've always used to hear stories about how God, did something for my parents or how he brought other people out. And you think, yeah, that's really great. I don't know if God would do that for me, but the story that you're sharing is really interesting, right? So to me, I call it rollover religion because a lot of times we have or cling to God based off of what other people have experienced. And if the more you get to know God, you'll learn that he's a very personal, like one-on-one relationship type God. So I think that the reason why the waters were parted a second time in the book of Joshua for this new generation to walk through on dry land towards their promise, I think that was done on purpose because I think God wanted to show this new wave that yes, I am still God and I can still do these miracles. Because they weren't around to see it the first time, I think God did a do-over and he allowed the children to see it as well. And I think that's really interesting. So a lot of times we cling on to our parents' miracles and all the stories in the Bible that we read about on a daily basis, but God can also do some incredible things in your life. And so that was a really interesting story. And when you think about your actual relationship with God, not the rollover religion of what you heard or what you did as a child, but when you think about your actual relationship with God, you'll see that he does miracles every day. And he doesn't want us to get attached to what we heard about, or how he did things for other people. It's not to mean that he doesn't want to come in your life and also change your life and bless you, but he just wants you to see that he can do all kinds of things and he's not a one-hit wonder, if you will. So I hope this was impactful. I hope that you got something out of it, and I look forward to seeing everyone soon. Bye.